Today, we're going to be shooting with the 25 and 85 Zeiss bodice lenses. We're going to show you how these can complement each other for a portrait session. Now, the reason why I'm using a 25 and an 85mm is because these two have contrasting focal lengths. The difference feels substantial enough where we can get a variety of different shots. One is a wide-angle lens that helps sets up the scene. It places a character in an environment. I guess that's why they call it environmental portraits. The other is a telephoto. It's for those close-ups and detail shots. It really helps highlight the subject by isolating them from the background and centers the attention around them. Now, you don't have to use these exact focal lengths right here. You want to go for contrasting focal lengths. Get a wide, get a telephoto like an 18 and 50 or a 35 and an 85. If you're shooting on an APS-C, a crop sensor camera, a 16 and a 56 will roughly be around similar to these two lenses right here. Now, you might be wondering, why not just use a zoom lens? Isn't that more versatile? To that I say, go for it. In fact, it's more convenient if you're shooting on just one camera anyway. But the reason why we want to use prime lenses is because they are generally higher quality and sharper than zoom lenses. Plus, prime lenses generally have faster apertures, which helps further blur the background. It helps to have two cameras when you use prime lenses. If not, just switch back and forth. For the results, it'll be worth it. Now, the reason why we want contrasting focal lengths is because it gives us a variety of shots. If we just shot exclusively wide, it's gonna look boring. If we shot exclusively close, it doesn't tell us much of a story. Now, you may be wondering, why can't we just use a wide-angle lens and just simply walk up closer to the subject to get the shot? That way we can still get a variety of different shots, right? Well, not really. Wide-angle lenses tend to be less flattering on human faces. It tends to pull things nearby closer to frame, thus distorting perspective, and it pushes the background further away, making them seem further than it actually is, if that makes any sense. The telephoto, on the other hand, doesn't distort perspective, and it actually pulls the background closer to the subject. In fact, telephoto lenses like the 85mm is generally touted as the most flattering on human subjects. Now, in case you're curious, we are using an external lighting source to light our model, Julia here. This is the CLX8 continuous light from Light and Motion that outputs 8,000 lumens, which is insanely bright. While it doesn't completely overpower the harsh sunlight like a powerful strobe would, it does add enough light to her face for us to get some great results. The upside to continuous lighting is that we don't have to worry about flash settings and the position of our light. We can immediately see the results, which is good for a video shooter such as myself, who is already used to using continuous lighting for all of my work. In some of these shots here, we use the sun as a backlight to add a nice glow around Julia, while the continuous light acts as our key light. And in these shots here, the CLX8 light became our hair light, which adds a nice separation between our model and the background. Drop in the comments below if you want to see a more expanded lighting guide on my channel. Now, having external lighting isn't necessary, but it can elevate the look of your portraits. Later, I'll show you some portraits using just natural lighting. Now, because we're in nature right now with this fantastic backdrop right behind us, there's not a whole lot of distraction. But if we were in a city though, a little bit of a busier environment, a wide angle lens could potentially show a lot of distraction like crowds, signs, and even garbage. When I was in Japan last April, I met up with oxout.jp, a Tokyo-based cinematic vlogger, and we shot a small collab using this exact combo. As you can see, there are times a 25mm can show a lot of distraction in the background. But with a telephoto like the 85mm, it isolates the subject and blurs out the background, thus making the shot look a lot more interesting. Plus, fun fact, you can even try to go for a wide shot with a telephoto lens if you have the space to back up to get a full body shot. This here can still set a scene. For these shots here, we only used available lighting. Luckily for us, we were working on an overcast day that provided soft, even lighting on our model, Rico here. Cloudy days can make for a very moody and dramatic looking shot. If you enjoy these photos and want to see more, make sure to follow my friends at oxout.jp and at polkadot6633 on Instagram and on YouTube. Complimentary focal lengths for portrait photography. Try it out, tag me in your next Instagram carousel at JasonVMedia, and we'll possibly feature it in the next video on this channel. And let me know in the comments down below, what other photography tutorials do you want to see from my channel? Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.